So 55 themes of UPSC is something which our team has collated, compiled it, topic wise we have written it down, and we have seen this trend at least from the last 30 years previous year questions analysis. All right. So today we will be seeing these themes. Now this is basically, you must understand, this is for all those students who are trying to do their self preparation. Last time I gave you a rough timetable, and if you have noticed from all my instructions, I've always been telling you, you need to analyze the PYQs, you need to find out what are the topics that are asked repeatedly. This is what you have to do. Correct? I've always been telling that to you. But today I will give you a clear-cut idea about what these themes are. All right. So without any further delay, let me take you to it. That is 55 themes from 30 years. Why it is so important to understand it? It is so important to understand this because if you don't understand these topics which are asked repeatedly, if you don't study this, or if you ignore them, failure is guaranteed. Because there are a few set of topics that are repeatedly asked. There are a few set of topics that are always, the favorite areas of UPSC. So obviously you should be ready with it. Now obviously for our students again who are part of our foundational batches, especially when you see this element, they need not worry about, because our students get the exposure to it from day one. They get it. Prelims come mains foundation. When you take up our foundation batches, be it the Prahar, be it Titan, be it Pinnacle, be it Prarambh, any batch you're talking about, Sankalp, whatever it is, they get that advantage simply because they are attending our classes, and our esteemed faculties are there to always guide them and tell them, okay, bhai, this is important. Getting the point here? This is important, or which is not important. We give them a clear idea. So these are some of our students who have cracked UPSC from various batches of ours. Like Prahar batch, we have Pakshal, Secretary, Abhishek Jayant. Prahar batch, Titan batch, we have Chandan. From Prahar batch, again Pavitra. Again from Titan batch, Abhishek Singh. So yes, these are few of our students. There are many more, but this was just to tell you that the advantage when you take up a batch. Yes, you want to do self-preparation, I understand. But again, let me tell you, if 2027 is your do or die year, it is the year where you need to put it all in. You have to go full swing. You have decided to resign from your job, and complete attention you have decided to give. Or you have decided to take a year drop after your college, and you're like, okay, this 1 year I'm going to give it for UPSC. Do consider Titan batch, where currently the fees is at 11,000. It is a limited time period offer. And if you take it further forward, what are the features again? We have GS and CSAT classes, daily prelims plus mains questions, answer writing classes are there, class notes will be provided, doubt solving sessions will be there, weekly current affair classes are there, which will be taken by me in the same channel, Saturday 7 p.m. in PW Only IS English YouTube channel, where the PDF will be given in the description. If in case you want, that is, again, some students have reached out to me telling that, sir, we did not select 360 when we subscribed for the course. We need somebody to constantly keep a check on us. I would suggest, if that is the case, go for select 360. 1:1 mentorship you will get. You will get a Nishchay batch which will be taken by UPSC toppers, 22 UPSC Wala books, hard copies, answer writing plus evaluation. This is more like 1-to-1 it is. Not like the earlier answer writing. That will be generally what is available to all the students. This will be more 1-to-1. UPSC Khazana is there, where you will get the recorded lectures taken by other faculties of the same subject. Test series and NCRT recorded lectures are also available. Titan 4.0 2027 with Select 360 Pro features. This Select 360 Pro features means we are giving you the option that plan A, let it be UPSC. No issues. But we are also giving you a blueprint for your plan B, where you will get access to recorded lectures of UPSC, CAPF, Central Armed Police Forces, NABARD, EPFO and RBI Grade B. Needless to tell you, RBI Grade B exam is considered to be civil services of banking. So in case you are already thinking of a backup option, this is your goal. Yes, officer's back kit is there. and PWPI OTT platform access also you get, where you can improve your upskill yourself with the latest technology, or coding or software or AI or whatever it is. The faculties will be handling different subjects include Vikas Alavat sir will be handling history and art and culture. Pranjal Sharma sir will be handling disaster management, environment, ecology and geography. I will be handling governance, Indian polity, internal security and international relations along with current affairs. Shruti Sharma ma'am will be handling essay, ethics, integrity and aptitude. Shivam Yash sir will be handling science and technology. Pratik Gupta sir will be handling Indian economy. And Harpreet sir, my brother again, Indian society and social justice. My brother means obviously not my brother, but yeah, my good friend. All right, people. So those are the major highlights. Now let me take you to the themes that we talked about. Now I know some of you might be wondering, okay, वापस course भेज रहा है, देखो course भेज रहा है. We have to do it, brother or sister. Why are we doing it? We are doing it for the simple reason that even now there are academies out there who are making a fool out of students and parents, charging them lakhs together, where proper coaching is not given, proper coverage of the syllabus is not done, and they just tell to the students, it is over. It's done. 10 months, everything is done. Whereas even half of the syllabus won't be completed. Got the point here? So, here what we are going to see is, I understand now you people, some of you are there who may even find 11,000 to be very costly. I don't deny it at all. 11,000 is unfortunately the monthly salary of the workers who are working in Noida. Unfortunately, that is sometimes some people's total monthly income. Sometimes it is even more lesser than that. So I understand that. I respect it completely. But what can we do here? So what we can do is we can help you with what are the repeated themes that you should be focusing on. So we have monetary policy, external sector, banking and regulation. Within that, we have various sub-themes are there. I want you to literally target each one of this one by one. One by one. Each one of this, you finish it off. That is your first job. Inflation and recession, fiscal policy and budgeting, agriculture, financial market, international organizations, national income accounting, money and money supply, payment ecosystem, money and employment, social security, industries and energy. So from each category, if you see, literally this covers like 70 to 80% of the syllabus, I would tell you. And once you understand each one of this topic, you will finally see that you can actually connect the first topic, that is the monetary policy, to all the way to the final topic, which is industries and energy. That is the sort of understanding that I want you to develop. This is to all the lone warriors out there who are preparing solo. So I am giving you a roadmap here to prepare economics. And again, I'm telling you, preparing economics, there are only two ways to it. Number one, you go for a standard textbook and you start reading it. Or topic-wise, I have broken it up for you. You Google it. Not ChatGPT, not Gemini. You Google it. Read the content. Read the explanation. Still, you're not able to make sense out of it. Straight away, put the same topic in YouTube. You will find international lectures of the same topics, which are given in a much more easier format to understand. Economics is economics at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it is in India or if it is in USA. So once you are able to understand and grasp the concepts there, you can move on. Getting the point here? Taking it further forward, coming to history. Buddhism and Jainism, Indus Valley civilization, modern history, freedom struggle, Mauryan period, Gupta Empire, medieval empires, Bhakti and Sufi movements, personality-based questions, British acts and policies, Gupta Empire, medieval empire again. Sorry, it is a repeat here. British acts and policies, socio-religious reforms, ancient towns and sites. Yes, these are the ones. So this way what happens is you will cover the most topics here. And as you can clearly see, it covers every relevant point. Every relevant point here. Now, what do you do after you're done with this? So, history, I already told you, for ancient and medieval to refer to Abhishek Srivastav sir's book. Correct? Abhishek Srivastav sir's book is there. So you get that book. All right, cover these topics from there. Once you're done with it, obviously mark it out. Okay, once you're done with it, what do? You will find there are some chapters where from, or some topics from where not a single question has come. You have marked those chapters, you have studied it from the book, whatever was relevant to the exam or whatever was the theme that was repeated. Then what do you do now? Give one final holistic reading. One final holistic reading you will give. For history, should you make separate notes? Well, it is left to you. Economics, you make it because you need it. History, because it is largely a static subject, you don't have to again connect it with current affairs as such. Generally, if you see current affairs, when it comes to history, it has a very limited weightage there. So you can make most of the markings in the textbook itself. Got the point here? Taking it further forward, now comes to my subject again, polity. Fundamental rights, parliament, directive principles of state policy, union executive, judiciary, federal system, local self-government, constitutional and statutory bodies, constitutional amendments, preamble, citizenship, fundamental duties. These are the topics. Needless to say, the book that we are talking about is Lakshmikant. Now, Lakshmikant is a very good book when it comes to prelims. But when it comes to mains, you need content, you need data. Say, for example, you need more content about Representation of People's Act, 1950, 1951. You need more content, let us say, about the performance of the parliament. And for all those data-related queries or concerns, you can visit this website called PRS. It's like a research website where they will talk about state legislatures, parliament, their functioning, how many MPs or MLAs are there with criminal backgrounds, how was the performance of the 18th Lok Sabha or 17th Lok Sabha. All this data, you will get it from there. So for governance related content, this is your best source. Got the point here, people? Coming on to geography. Now, geography again, you have map-based questions, you have oceanography, you have physical geography, economic geography, biotechnology, space tech. Oh, that's it. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are the major areas from where questions is asked. Here also, I would recommend you TMH publication. This is for those people who are preparing solo. For the students who have taken up our course, don't go and question your geography faculty. But Nikhil sir told TMH, you stick to what your faculty will teach. Got the point? You stick to what your faculty will say. So if your faculty would have said, don't need to, maybe your geography faculty would have said, no need to refer any books. My notes are sufficient, means stick only to the notes. This is like I told you, the fighters, the solo fighters, what we call, the lone wolf. अकेले लड़ रहा है, खुद से भी, जिंदगी से भी, समाज से भी, परिवार से भी, सबसे. For them, I am recommending this methodology. Got the point? Science and technology, biotech, space tech, emerging technology, health and medicine, ICT, information and communication technology, and cyber security. These are topics which are repeatedly asked. So when you are doing this, get to the basics of it, like recombinant vector vaccine, for example. So if you have to know what is recombinant vector vaccine, first thing you should study is what is vaccine. What is vaccine here? CRISPR, if you are going to study, you need to know what you mean by gene editing. That is what you will do with science and tech. Science and tech, if you don't understand a particular term, you Google it. You Google it to the point where you get to the basic foundation. If you're planning to study about gene editing, etc., or gene therapy, etc., you should know first of all what is a gene, what do you mean by a DNA, what do you mean by a chromosome, all that you should know. Or even before that, you should know what is a cell, what is the difference between a plant cell, what is the difference between an animal cell. You should know that clear distinction. So science and tech, when you do, don't just do the topics. Get to the bottom of it. Clear? Art and culture, we have Indian architecture, then paintings and music, and Sangam literature. Again, more or less static it is. You can start with the 11th the 11th NCRT of art and culture. All right. From environment, we have biodiversity, climate change architecture, conservation framework. This again, I would say, go for a TMH publication. Why am I recommending TMH publication largely is because, see, not necessary that it is the best textbook, but data will be proper there. Information given, you can trust it. That is the main reason. Authenticity, if you see, generally they don't make blunders with their book. It is properly vetted and edited and put out there. That is the reason. You can trust that publication for that. International relations, bilateral relations, global groupings, treatings. So this again, largely, it is a dynamic topic. It will really depend upon 1 to 2 years of current affairs actually. Whatever international events that would have taken place in last 1 or 2 years, that will become the basis for the questions, be it in prelims or be it in mains. Got the point here? From internal security, we have cyber security, money laundering, border management, which are like the repeatedly asked questions. Cyber security especially is a favorite of UPSC. As far as I remember, since 2013, if you are going to count, I think barely 1 or maybe 2 times, maybe they would not have asked. Otherwise, every year a question is there because this is a threat which is consistently increasing. Whereas every other threat, if you see, it is declining, especially, say, for example, Naxalism. It's on the verge, it's on the decline. From ethics, governance and values, again, probity, transparency, accountability, emotional intelligence, public service values, etc. There are multiple books, so some people actually recommend Lexicon, book of ethics. That is, I have read that book. It is okay-ish. Another book which I would recommend is Balaji IAS is the author's name. And the book is Ethics, Aptitude and Integrity again. That is the name of the textbook. Ethics, Aptitude, Integrity. Balaji IAS is the thing. Pretty decent book, I would say. A decent book. Like short, to the point, really reasonable. You may go for that. For our students, again I am recommending stick to what your faculties are telling you. This is all for the lone warriors out there who are fighting it all out. Zero support, zero coaching. They are trying to make their name in the society with their own hard work. So this is the only possible way that PW can assist you by telling you, okay, these are the baby steps that you need to take. All right. Now, the other part here. Now, I told you these are the major themes that have appeared for your mains, largely, what we saw earlier. What about preliminary preparation? So, for preliminary preparation, this is your book. 32 US topic-wise GS PYQs from which year on to which year? 1995 to 2026. That is including this year's prelims. This book is covering. Topic-wise coverage is there. This again gives you the idea what you should focus on and what you can let go of. Prelims purpose. You have this book, you have the 55 themes with you. You will find there are topics which are common to prelims and mains. That you will focus even more. Got the point here? Book is now, after the tremendous response, we have come out with this 3,400 plus MCQs with detailed solutions. Trend analysis is there. Question weightage is there. 120 plus topic wise coverage. PW only has extra adjunct super hints. That is, these are some special features, etc. Once you buy the book, you will get to know that. Maps are there, infographics are there, and visual learning aids are there. That is, once you scan the QR code, etc., you will get access to the visual aid, whatever it is. Available in, 1 second, Amazon, Flipkart, as well as the PW store. So I would recommend you to go for this just to know what the prelims is about. See, you can start with all the subjects, finish all the subjects, then analyze the paper. But I would suggest you analyze the papers first. Analyze the topics first. This will give you a better clarity as to where you're standing. Topics are given, start studying from there. Do reverse engineering. Got the point here? This is what you do. All right. So yes, people, that was it. Any questions or concerns that you have, please do let me know. We can start taking it up. GC Leong and website follow them. GC Leong is not a bad book. Even I have read it, but I don't think that covers everything. It is more like a basic book. A basic book it is. But if you're, like you said, if you're planning to do GC Leong along with, let us say, Google and everything, I think that should pretty much cover your purpose. Because when you look at the themes and topics also, not all those themes are available in GC Leong. You will have to literally Google some topics. So if you're doing it that way, means it's fine. So please tell which sub of what? Book price. I'm really not aware of it. Just give me a minute here. Please check it out on Amazon, please. Which book is best for ethics? There is nothing called as best or worst, to be very honest. You should have a reasonable understanding of the subject. That is what is most important. Any subject you take, you should have a reasonable understanding. What really matters is your writing skill there. How well you are able to address the demand of the question. That is what is important. Glad to know that, Diya. You're welcome. CSAT book. See, I understand this now. CSAT again is actually has become a nightmare. So even after this year's paper, I will say one thing definitely. CSAT, don't underestimate it. To score even 66 marks is becoming very, very difficult. So it is better to you start actually preparing it from day one. Day one, again on the basis of PYQs. That is what I would tell you. You find out in which area you are really weak. If you're weak in English, focus more on that. If you're weak in maths, focus more on that. Because it is no more sufficient that, okay, maths I am really good, so I will ignore English. Or English I am really good, I will ignore maths. Don't ever do this, play this ignoring game in UPSC. Because you do that, you will pay a heavy price. With 1 year, you will pay the price. So it is better that you don't ignore anything. And another important thing that I will keep telling to everybody is, always remember, let us say you did 30 questions, you are pakka sure of this 30. Afterwards, whatever you attempt, you only attempted, let us say, another 10 questions which you were very sure of. Stop right there. Never take a risk with CSAT. The moment you cross 30, etc., now chill. Now, please relax and sit. Because you need only 66. 30 if you have scored means you have already hit 75. That is a cardinal rule. NCRT, whatever is latest available in the NCRT website, you can go for that. That's it. My dream is army officer and UPSC, IPS also. Which path I follow, sir? Normally, if it was an offline class, I would have really asked, Sasta nasha liya kahan se? Army officer you want to become and you want to crack IPS also. Nice. What else you want to do? Okay, it is 550 rupees, okay. Can I stay near Chandra layout for PW offline classes? That is left to you. If you want to stay near, you can, traveling time you can save. कौन से सब्जेक्ट की क्या है ये कोई एक सब्जेक्ट का नहीं है, ये पूरा सिविल सर्विस प्रीलिम्स का क्वेश्चन पेपर एनालिसिस है 32 साल का. कोई एक सब्जेक्ट का नहीं है, ये सारे सब्जेक्ट्स का जितने भी टॉपिक्स बार बार आ चुका है, जिस कौन से टॉपिक्स का वेटेज ज्यादा है, पूरा एनालिसिस वाला किताब है ये. कोई एक सब्जेक्ट का नहीं है. Geography NCRT books are good for basics. But if you really see, okay, what is the connection between El Nino, La Nina, Indian Ocean Dipole, Madden-Julian oscillations, and then Indian monsoon. That explanation you're not going to find in NCRT. For that, you will have to go for TMH publications, Tata McGraw-Hill. Kumar Sonu, if you are only comfortable, if you have only been studying in Hindi medium, means please stick to Hindi medium. अब अभी इस मकाम पर पहुंचने के बाद अंग्रेजी मीडियम में शिफ्ट मत करो, हिंदी मीडियम ही चुनो. I am preparing for UPSC NDA. Can you give me any advice? Only advice to give you is know about your exam. What are the demands of the prelims? What are the demands of SSB? What are the demands of the group SSB interview and the stages before that? Each level या each stage का demand क्या है? Expectation क्या है? Do a complete proper research on it. How to beat negativity and have positive mindset. Negativity, when you are having too much, see, negativity, etc. When you have too much, the only thing to do is hit the ground and start taking push-ups. That's what I do. It is not that I am always this positive individual. But if I go to the gym, I really exercise. You know, when you come out of the gym, you don't think about anything other than your muscles. You don't think about anything else. So today I had a chest and a back workout. So today, when I was coming out of the gym also, I was feeling my own body and I was touching and feeling, okay, this is feeling better. This is looking good, like that. That is, when you exercise, that is that moment where you only think about your body and yourself. You don't think about anything else. You feel that bulge there. You feel that, okay, the triceps is developing, etc. You become very selfish and you become very happy. That's the only solution for this. Hit the ground. Hit it. That's the only thing to do. You will forget about the negativity. What negativity? It is all about ultimately self-doubt. Whether I'll make it, whether I will be a burden to my family, whether I will be able to become independent, whether I will clear this job or not, whether I will be able to do well in this exam. All these whether, maybe, what if, all these questions. We don't have the answers. You need not have the answers of all the future events. Trust me, because if 20 years ago, while I was in college, if somebody would have told me I will become a lecturer for UPSC, I would have never believed it. Because at 17 years, or 19 years, I did not have UPSC in my priority list. Got the point here? So it keeps changing. Our priorities keeps changing. Everything keeps changing. And that's the beauty of life. The unpredictability of it. प्रियंका, मेंस के लिए कोई एक किताब नहीं है. मेंस की तैयारी आप कैसे करना चाहिए? आपको उसका टॉपिक वाइज प्रिपरेशन करना चाहिए. जैसे कि अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि देखो, हम बात कर रहे हैं जैसे सिक्योरिटी थ्रेट, साइबर सिक्योरिटी. साइबर सिक्योरिटी इज अ रिपीटेड टॉपिक. तो साइबर सिक्योरिटी का सवाल कहां से आएगा? किस, जैसे कि यूपीएससी कैसे फ्रेम करेगा इस क्वेश्चन को? यूपीएससी इस क्वेश्चन को उस साल के करंट अफेयर से रिलेटेड हुए सवाल ही पूछेगा. अंडरस्टैंड? टॉपिक इज द ओल्ड टॉपिक. 2013 से ये टॉपिक पूछा जा रहा है, लेकिन डेटा और योर आंसर राइटिंग विल नॉट कम फ्रॉम द डेटा और कंटेंट फ्रॉम 2013. इट विल कम फ्रॉम, इफ यू आर गिविंग योर अटेम्प्ट इन 27, लेट अस से, तो आपका कंटेंट, आपका आंसर का कंटेंट कहां से आएगा? इट विल कम फ्रॉम whatever has appeared in the newspapers between 2026 to 2027. तो ये वाला तैयारी आपको गूगल का इस्तेमाल करके न्यूज से जो साइबर सिक्योरिटी से रिलेटेड हुए जितने भी न्यूज आ चुके हैं, उनकी फैक्ट्स, उनकी डेटा, ये सब आपको कलेक्ट करना है. कोई एक किताब नहीं है जिससे आप सारा मेंस के टॉपिक्स पढ़ सकते हैं, क्योंकि मेंस के लिए करंट अफेयर्स जानना, करंट अफेयर्स से अपडेटेड रहना बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्लियर? Oh, okay. So for the English, so for the non-Hindi speaking crowd, the point here is when it comes to mains, you don't have a single textbook from where you can collect all the content from. What is the reason for that? Because when UPSC frames a question, even if you take, for example, the topic like cyber security, and you're giving your attempt in, let us say, the year 27, UPSC will frame this topic around the current affairs that have appeared in 26 to 27. In fact, you will have to answer, give your data, give your facts based on whatever news has appeared from 26 to 27. That is the way you are supposed to be writing. That is the reason why you will never find a single textbook on this. Even if there is a textbook, means every year it will have to be updated. Every year. Constant updation would be required, which is never easy. I am starting from this video how to start. You can start with NCRTs first. Go through NCRTs, go through these 55 themes. Also, if you are not joined coaching anywhere, please get this book. Because once you get this book, it will be easier for you. Yeah. Once you get this book, it will be easier for you to know which are the repeated topics that have come from various subjects. Nobody can motivate you. I don't think I can motivate anybody. What you need to do is stay disciplined, stay consistent. That is the only thing to do. Put a timetable, sleep at a decent time, wake at a decent time, have your food on time, drink water on time, everything put a time to it. Automatically, you will get your life in order. SSC CGL books for all 4 part. Go into Amazon. I am not really aware of the current books that are available in the market. Go to Amazon, check out the reviews. That is what I would suggest you. Based on the reviews, get the book. See, state civil PCS exam, if you are going to give 15 days is there. Now it is the time to sit and revise. I wouldn't recommend you to study anything new. So that now if you are having an exam on the 15th, what you are going to do is revision. 15th is your exam, August 15th, correct? I don't know which 15th you were okay, maybe August 15th. So you have still 1 month. So that case, what you do is till the end of the month, do whatever you can study till end of July. Then the first 2 weeks of August, what do you do? Whenever, I don't know, when is the... Only 15 days you meant. Oh, sorry. Because that is what I was wondering. August 15th, who will keep an exam? So 15 days are there means only thing that you're going to do is revision. And you're only going to do previous year question paper analysis. This is the only thing that you're going to do. Other than that, nothing. Which exam preparation? Mallikarjun. Which branch of PWLEIS I'm working? See, I was taking classes at the offline center, Bangalore. I stay in Bangalore also. But as of now, my classes there are over. And I won't be taking offline classes anymore. Themes blueprint will play. Yes, Elsa, Elsa, definitely. See, the themes blueprint, why have we given it? The themes blueprint is meant to help out all those students who are not taking any batches. That is the point. That is the reason, because we have made the analysis and we are giving it to you. So you follow that, follow it up. So you know the main themes from the book, that is the prelims book again, which I showed you here. From this book, you will get the topics which are coming in prelims. These two are more than sufficient for you to know which are the repeatedly asked topics. And you start covering it, each one you start covering it subject wise. You will get finally you will get a grasp over the subject. Because by the time you finish reading it, you will get the understanding, okay, this topic is connected to that, that is connected to this. You will be able to make it. It is not rocket science. What is your opinion? Visit your state is very beautiful. That is the reason why you're genius. Ooh. What is your opinion on demand for resignation, Education Minister? Can you give a realistic view? Remember when RG car rape case took place, some people actually demanded that Mamata Banerjee should resign. Some people actually said Mamata Banerjee's government should resign. Some people even went to the extent of saying that the government of Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal, that government should be dismissed by center. Understand one thing, crime can take place anywhere. And ultimately, why a crime takes place is because a person knows, okay, I can commit this crime and I can get away with it. Nobody will get caught. Or even if I'm going to get caught tomorrow, I would have made enough money where it is okay. Even if I go to jail and come out, I would have made this much money. These are the two reasons. In this particular case also, the leakage of the question paper happened at the grassroots level. Not at the level of NTA, not at the level of the government. Some corrupt peon entered into a locked room and opened the box, took out the question papers, took the photos of it, started circulating it, for which he was paid a very heavy amount. Person who got it, he again sold the question papers for crores. Then the other person, Like that, it became a whole network, and before anybody knew, the question paper was already circulating in many Telegram channels. This is what happened. Telegram was actually made for what? To communicate easily without any fear of paying money or subscription, nothing. Correct? Your identity is also anonymous. Your privacy is also intact. That is one thing about Telegram. Your privacy is very, very intact. That was the purpose of it. But today, what are people using it for? Telegram has become a platform where people are utilizing it for what? Stalking girls, threatening them, sharing pornographic video. So now, because pornographic material and pornographic content are being shared in Telegram, should the information and technology minister resign? Or should the Telegram owner shut the Telegram and then, go to Mars or something? Getting the point here. See, a platform is made available to you. A person decides to misuse it. So should you punish the person who misused it, or should you punish the creator of it? This is the fundamental thing that we need to understand. Coming to the NTA part, agreed, question paper leaked, fine. But a re-exam was conducted, which thankfully went without any untoward incident. Government ensured that Telegram stays banned for those few weeks. But then people started crying, oh my God, this is right. This is a threat to right to expression, etc. And then we also utilize the services of Indian Air Force for transporting the question papers. Supreme Court also gave its verdict here. Supreme Court told that NTA had not followed earlier an expert committee's recommendations. So it asked NTA to follow the expert committee's recommendations. And Supreme Court and NTA even said that next year onwards, the whole exam will be online. The perpetrators of the leakage of the question paper, etc., they have already been arrested and they are in jail. So if you actually look at this from a strictly polity perspective, the due process of law as per law, what and all process or procedure is there, that has been implemented. What else is there to do? Suicides, yes. Some students committed suicide, no doubt about it. But suicides happens in this country after every exam. After the 10th, after 12th, after NEET, after IIT JEE, after civil service, after SSC CGL. That is largely to do with the expectation burden that a student is carrying. The student is carrying, oh my God, what to do, etc. I have to do this for my family. That is the reason. That nobody can stop it. Because that is the way the Indian family is functioning. You have to do this. You have to score this much rank. You have to bring this much marks. Only then it is this, it is that, etc. I know a student who was crying and telling me, sir, my father told me, if you love me, prove your love to me by cracking civil services. Already my 3 attempts are over. What will I do? I didn't know what to tell her. Because father has basically challenged her. Come on, prove your love to me by cracking the civil service. Are? How do you do that? So if that female doesn't crack, so for example, 99% of the people who fail in this exam, not only in this exam, almost every exam, SSC, CGL, Army, everywhere, 99% of the people fail. So all those people who have failed in the exam, they don't love their family, they don't love their father, they don't love their mother. Got the point here? So when you place that burden of pressure on your kid, not necessarily it is direct, but it can be indirect also. That is enough. Best book for self-preparation of public administration. Unfortunately, there is no single book for PABAD. PABAD, you have to refer multiple books. That is the problem with that subject. Subject is easy, but the difficult part is it is too many sources out there. That is the issue. Jananayagan release, are you excited? Nah. But I'll just go to, probably I'll go to watch the movie just to see him last time on screen. Just out of that, goodwill, I may probably go. I just feel like, what if she didn't crack? It doesn't mean she's feel enough to love. Correct? Correct, Bhavana? See, if at all, now if the child also sells the same thing, if you don't buy me a 10 crore house, if you don't make a property for me worth 10 crore, or if you're not able to buy a Rolls Royce for me, Rolls Royce again, I think only less than 1% in India can afford it. Less than 1% in India can afford it. So if the kid also tells the same thing, until and unless you don't buy a Rolls Royce for me, Papa, you don't love me. Ulta. Oh, these things you cannot do. That, see, India is the only country in the world where people commit suicide over an exam. Over an exam, people commit suicide. You will not find this pattern anywhere else. Everybody else, they will be like, say for example, in USA or Europe, you're talking about, hey, I got to know you didn't clear that exam. How did that exam go? Tough luck, man. I couldn't clear it. Oh, that's sad. Are you okay now? Yeah, I'm thinking of changing my career. Oh, nice. Good job. All right, great. Anyway, you tried, man. You tried your best. That's important. Yeah, I know. That's the conversation. It ends there. It is not about Are. That is not there. That is only there in our country. In our country, for the girls, it is even more worse. Their marriage will get fixed. Boys, I don't know what to say. It is crazy out there. Without coaching, is it possible to crack UPSC? I would answer it a little differently. If you are disciplined and consistent, you can crack any exam in this country. Discipline, consistency. That is what really matters. Whether you are taking coaching, whether you are not taking coaching, it is important. When you don't take coaching, the problem is, please remember, you are the student and you are also the teacher. Student can feel tired, student can feel lazy, not the teacher. Teacher has to keep running the show. All right. Your NEET exam is, you're again a NEET aspirant. Stay consistent. That is all I would tell you. Hunger strike demands by Swanam Wangchuk. I go by data, people. I go by data. And I go by chronology. June 22nd, FCRA was amended by the government. June 28 is when Sonam Wangchuk joined the NEET protest. Not before that. When did the NEET leak happen actually? So if I had to join the protest, means I should have joined it immediately after the NEET paper leaked. Not after all the dust has almost settled and then I jump. So what is FCRA amendment? What is his connection with that, etc.? That I leave it for you people to investigate and find it out. It is actually a no-brainer. Anybody who is following current affairs will be able to immediately find out the link between the two. It's as simple as that. What is the actual definition of discipline? Actual definition of discipline: to do the things which matters the most, even on those days when you don't feel like doing it. I will repeat it, to do the things that matters the most, even on those days when you don't feel like doing it. Give your opinion about Tukaram Munde's work. I don't have any opinion, etc., other than the fact that whatever is reported in the media, as per the media reports, he is considered to be a straightforward officer who had to face a lot of transfers. That's it. Are 3 years enough for UPSC side-by-side bachelor's degree? 3 years are more than sufficient for UPSC side-by-side bachelor's degree. If you're planning to do your bachelor's along with UPSC, please discuss it with your family and consider a Praram batch. Praram, which we have already started. So this covers literally from first year you will have NCRT. Second year we will introduce you to all the GS subjects. Third year it will cover your optional and CSAT. The entire thing. So if you pay fees for Praram, it is like a one-time payment only. Afterwards you don't have to worry about anything. It covers the entire thing. And you can give your attempt in 29. This is for 2026, 2027, 2028, 29. You can go and give your attempt. That is what I would suggest you. Prominent book. Mohit Singh, best book if you really ask me, to understand it in the easy way for public administration. It is IGNOU. IGNOU notes. BA, MA material. Bachelor of Arts, PubAd. BA, MA. Textbooks are there. I think it is available in the internet. That is the best books to read. Simple language, easy to understand. I started my graduation. How can I prepare for my UPSC? Self-preparation means started with NCRT. EMI option, if EMI option is not available, if you use a credit card, you can convert it into EMI. In case you don't have a credit card, please borrow it something from somebody in your neighborhood and pay the money to them. I am in 10th. I can't study because I'm addicted to phone, but I loved studying before. Sahal, you will regret it. March, April is there, na? Once the marks, everything come, that time you will regret it. That is the long and short end of it. Almost the same thing. See, people, whatever you're talking about, whatever issues you're talking about, exam, you're not able to maintain consistency. The first and foremost problem is you don't have a routine. When you don't have a routine, only this problem is there. So the first and foremost thing to do is go to bed by 10. Wake up by 5. Start with this. Get your sleep cycle in order first. Then do the rest. M. Ravi, it is not about any material is never sufficient to crack UPSC. Material, when you take also, you should analyze the previous year questions. You should also be updated with current affairs. Only then you can crack UPSC. How to cover CSAT with no math background? Start from the basics. See, it is 10th standard level maths. So you cannot say I don't have a maths background. It is 10th level maths. So basically you should be knowing the formulas. You should be knowing multiplications. That's it. Vishal Chochu for CDS exam also again the same thing. Analyze the PYQ, see the repeatedly asked topics, prepare for it. Then will you take current affairs? Then I will join it. Will you cover any optional there? Mohit, I am already covering. I teach public administration. Along with my esteemed colleague Avinish. Both of us do it. So we have already started the public administration batch. It has, I think, around today around 18th, 17th or 18th lecture was got over. 14th or 15th lecture got over. So both of us are teaching public administration. Current affairs for the Titan batch, for the Pinnacle batch, for the Praram batch. For all these batches, I am the one who is taking it. Current affairs every week. PW, only IAS, English YouTube channel. 7 p.m. PDF, I will put it up in the description. So you can read that. Along with that, you read the monthly current affair compilation. That is more than enough for your current affairs. कुमार सोनू, आपके लिए हिंदी ही बेहतर होगा, क्योंकि अभी अंग्रेजी आपके लिए एकदम से नया लगेगा। हिंदी उतना मुश्किल नहीं होगा, थोड़ा मेहनत डालोगे तो हिंदी में आप काबू पा सकते हैं। अंग्रेजी ऐसा लैंग्वेज नहीं है। अंग्रेजी सिर्फ बोलने से कुछ नहीं पड़ता, आपको अच्छे खासे लिखना आना चाहिए। अंग्रेजी में प्रॉब्लम यह है, दिक्कत यह होगा कि भाई आपका कंपटीशन उन बच्चों के साथ होगा जो मेट्रो सिटी से आ रहे हैं, जो बचपन से लेकर कॉलेज तक सिर्फ इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल्स और कॉलेजेस में पढ़ चुके हैं, और जो मामूली घर में भी जब बात करते करते अंग्रेजी ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं। उनके साथ टक्कर देना आसान नहीं होगा। हिंदी माध्यम अगर आप 2-3 महीने थोड़ा मेहनत डालोगे तो भी you will be able to grab it. So I would suggest you, if you are taking up UPSC, again it is available in PW, please take up the Hindi माध्यम, the Hindi medium. यही आपके लिए सही होगा। Is it in English only or Hindi? Sir, I'm from Chennai. See, it is large. It is in English. ठीक है? It is in English. Who is that? கவி இது இங்கிலீஷ்ல இருக்கும், சரியா? ஆனா இங்கிலீஷை பார்த்துட்டு பயப்படாதீங்க, கண்டென்ட் எல்லாமே இங்கிலீஷ்ல தான் இருக்கும். ஹிந்தி ஒரு 20% மட்டும்தான் இருக்கும், ஆனா லார்ஜ்லி அது இங்கிலீஷ்ல தான் இருக்கும். 20% எப்படின்னா, ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொன்ன ஒரு விஷயத்தை நம்ம ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு டஃப் விஷயம் இருந்தால் அது ஒரு சிலருக்கு அது புரிய மாட்டேங்குது. இப்போ எல்லாரோட இங்கிலீஷ் அவ்வளோ டெவலப்ட் ஆகிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடையாது. ஸோ அதனால நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், ஒரு சில வேர்ட்ஸ் மட்டும் அது டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணி கொடுப்போம். ஹிந்தியில் பேசுனது இங்கிலீஷில் பேச மாட்டேன் அப்படி கிடையாது. இங்கிலீஷில் பேசிய விஷயத்தை கொஞ்சம் அங்கே இங்கே கொஞ்சம் டஃப் வேர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாமே டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுவோம், அவ்வளோதான். மெட்டீரியல் எல்லாமே, கண்டென்ட் எல்லாமே பார்த்தா உங்களோட எக்ஸாம்ஸு கூட, வீக்லி எக்ஸாம்ஸ் எல்லாமே இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு, அது கூட பார்த்தா எல்லாமே இங்கிலீஷில் தான். ஸோ தைரியமாக நீங்கள் இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் சூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஐ மீன் இங்கே இருந்து நீங்கள் கோச்சிங் எடுக்கலாம். You are already in a relationship and you're not able to concentrate. Very good. Congratulations. Relationship has done all the work that it is supposed to be doing. Don't worry. In another 1 year, your studies will reach nowhere. Then once that person sees that you are only good in love, you are not good in having a focus, having a career-oriented mindset, nothing means that person will leave you and go. Guaranteed. So don't worry. Within 1 year, you will lose your career also. You will lose your love also. Don't worry. It is the same thing what I had explained earlier in Hindi. The same thing I just told to him in Tamil. That's it. Be open-minded. Don't be narrowed down. ये भाषा समझ में नहीं आया हमको. Don't be like that. India is a diverse country with so many languages, so many cultures, so many dialects. Keep an open mind and open heart to all these. Be proud to be an Indian. Reading, people, reading and speaking the language. How to remove stage fear and speak confidently. Stand in front of a mirror, look at your own face and start talking. That is the first thing to do. Look at your own face and start talking. How to know if UPS is once called? Can you give? See, UPS, you don't get to know UPS is your call or not. That it is not like from the sky or something, some voice will come to tell you. Understand what this exam is about. What is the demand of this exam? Understand that, okay, it has a very high failure rate. You take coaching, you do self studies, all of that is okay. But ultimately, the point is, can you stay consistent with it? That is the first thing. And generally, like I always tell people, after your first attempt is over, you have taken down all the notes, your coaching, everything is done, your notes, everything is available to you. After that, move on. Start doing other things in life and parallelly keep giving your attempt by constantly revising the notes and updating the current affairs. Because understand one thing, after your first attempt is over, the syllabus is not changing. 80% of the content is the same. It is just a 20% current affair, which is like, if you have done your proper preparation in that first attempt, if you have done it properly, you will be like, okay, now this is the smallest slight new update that has happened. Oh, this is a new Supreme Court judgment. The old one used to say this, the new one is saying this. That's it. That is the only thing to understand here. Not that you will sit like some monk in old Rajendra Nagar or in Chandra layout or in Ashok Nagar in Hyderabad, Anna Nagar in Chennai. These are all the major centers. There you keep, growing your beard or whatever you do, and you end up becoming this bhaiya or didi of that gang, of that group there. Don't do that. Nothing like that. You go to Delhi, you will clear. That is not the case. See, Delhi, the reason is they have maximum crowd. Maximum crowd go there. So if at all, let us say, if you actually walk through that old Rajendra Nagar, if you walk through it today, when around 4-5 p.m. when you walk, that entire area is filled with students. Easily let us say, some 3 lakh students will be walking here and there continuously. Easily. All right. What is 10% of 3 lakh? Sorry, not 10%, 1%. 10% is 30,000. 1% is 300. So 300 people. 1%, don't you think will clear from here? So 300 people will come in the rank. So what is the total vacancy? Maybe around 1,000. So people will say, see, from Delhi 300 people. Array, Delhi 300 people agreed. But the fact of the matter is, in this 2,99,000, some 700 people did not clear. That's the reality. How can I stop my phone addiction? Don't stop. Don't stop. Once finally you don't get anything in life, when you lose out everywhere, then your respect will go from your house. People will not respect you in Samaj, society, anywhere. That time you will realize. Some people will learn from the mistakes of others. Some people will listen to others and stop their mistake. Then there are some people who wants to personally go and jump into the hole and experience it themselves. So go ahead, experience it. It is never about the hours. It is about quality. As a Malayali, Telugu I don't speak. Can I able to understand defense wala English classes? Vishal Chocho, I cannot guarantee for the defense wala classes. അതെനിക്ക് അറിയത്തില്ല. ഞാൻ ആ ക്ലാസ്സസ് കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല. അപ്പോൾ അത് കണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ എനിക്കത് പറയാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. ഫിസിക്സ് വാല PW only IS English classes that I can vouch for. That you will definitely understand. Please help me about notes making for UPSC. Notes making is it never make notes for UPSC. Instead, visit the previous year questions. Prelims, mains. Based on the topics. Write the topic name. Write content. This is the way to do it. For working students, round the clock working, well, join a class. That is what I would tell you. Because you're working, you can afford a batch. Take up a batch, get the notes, focus only on note making. First, forget the revision, forget the studying, make the notes, stick to it. That is most important. And revise it properly. Okay, there is a 40% discount right now for this book. All right. There is a discount currently going on for this book. So I would ask you to better grab it right away. So 2 years enough for the preparation of UPSC from Tamil Nadu. 2 years போதும். அதுக்கப்புறம் வேற வேலையை பாருங்க. புரியுதா? அது முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் அதே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காத. மற்ற எக்ஸாம்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுத்துட்டு இருங்க. Can I choose regional language? Yes. How to become a great man in any exam? What do you mean by a great man? Your greatness comes from your karma, from how you treat others. When you enter a room, people should feel, oh, wow, that guy came. Oh, wow, that guy came. That girl came. Wow. That feeling should be there. People should be feeling happy to talk to you when they meet you. Not that the moment they come, if this is the expression means, no matter how many ever exams you clear, no matter how expensive your outfit or your car is, there is no point to it. People will only remember how you treated them. They are not going to remember you for your car or for your luxury or your absence of a car or your absence of a luxury. Kannada barate. First attempt under 100 rank is possible. How? Stop chasing ranks. Don't chase rank. Don't chase, I want to become the youngest IAS officer at 21. Focus on routine. Focus on timetable. Focus on discipline. Brother Thor, there is nothing to analyze. See, people, I don't understand this point. So let us say you read a question on fundamental rights. You saw first question. In 2013, you saw one question on fundamental rights. You saw the same question in 2014. You saw it again in 16. You saw it in 18. What does it mean? Fundamental rights is an important chapter. So you will study that chapter in full. Again, in mains paper, when you took it up, there you saw specifically Article 19, Article 21. These two have been asked repeatedly. So you will do it. The students who will say, nah, sir, everybody talks about analyzing, but nobody talks how to do it. They are the ones who have never ever opened a single question paper. You read it, you will understand. Because if you are not understanding, it only means you should be to a very high level, you should have some issues in your brain. That is not that level question. And ultimately understand, the question paper is designed for 21-year-olds. Even a 21-year-old who has just completed graduation, when he or she sees the question paper, they should be able to understand it. That's it. Nandu. See, after your first attempt, you won't be able to again keep giving this hour basis of preparation. So instead of that, what I would tell you is, please go and get into a job or at least start taking tuitions. It is never about the hours. Stick to previous year question paper analysis. Keep writing mains answers. That is what you should do. Mains PYQs also, there are plenty of books out there in the market. I think even even public administration is also there. You even, sorry, not public administration, sorry, PW only IS book is also available. So you can check out that also. GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4 analysis is available. Borna, you can only focus on your preparation. You have zero control on what other people will do, how other people are going to score. So stop being so obsessed with this rank part. Instead, focus on today what you should do. Rank will only come after you clear prelims, mains, interview. These 3 stages are there. Only then ranking will come. Getting the point here. Just because you're going to die after, let us say, 30, 40 years or something, will you buy and keep a nice shirt or a nice sari? This I will wear on the day when I die. Are? What guarantee you know that when are you going to die? You don't know, right? So why will you buy something expensive and keep? That is the same thing as being obsessed about a rank and sitting right now. Yes, first rank I will get, first rank. What? Nobody gets to know which rank. First of all, many people won't even know whether they will be in the list or not till the result come. That is why that shock or surprise is. Otherwise, people will be like, what is it? First rank. Mujhe malum tha. That would have been the scene. What is your rank? 102 है ना rank? हाँ, कैसे पता था? मुझे पता था. मुझे 102 rank ही मिलेगा. No, this doesn't work like that. क्लियर होने के बाद एवरीबडी विल डू नॉट। मुझे पता था, मुझे मेंस लिखने के बाद ही पता था कि मुझे रैंक मिलेगा। Means after you finish writing the mains, you have to check whether your right hand is still there or not, because you won't feel anything. Mock tests you can give from anywhere. For that, why you need to travel to Delhi? I am Bengali, so is it a problem in writing mains? No, it is not a problem. You are choosing sub-inspector of police as a backup. Very good decision. How do I study polity for mains? The same way. Analyze the prelims, analyze the mains. Are you available at Chandra Layout? No, I am not available at Chandra Layout. Take up online class. Take up online class and start preparing. That is all I would say. Those who are working. No, technical words, whether you will be able to, I don't know about that. You will have to ask your Hindi medium faculty here. Don't ever resign from your job. Don't you ever resign from your job. Take up online coaching, make the notes, keep revising. You have 4 or 5 attempts, right? Any one of the attempt, if you crack, it is more than sufficient. Advanced level of English necessary for UPSC? No. Again, I would say it is not about the hours, it is about the consistency. So minimum 3 hours should be one session of yours, because 3 hours is the session of the written exam. So 3 hours at least you should sit continuously with one subject. I won't be coming to Chandra Layout anymore. That is the reason. I won't be coming. Please do continue with NCRT series. NCRT series is done and dusted. That is over. How much questions we need to answer to get pass percentage in GS prelims, sir? Again, it depends upon that year's question paper. Never, only one thing I will tell you, when you are attempting your GS paper, GS prelims paper, ensure that the maximum questions where you take a risk with, it is not more than 15. Because in case all the 15 goes wrong also, 15 into minus 2 by 3 is minus 10. 10 negative marks is still okay. Anything more than that, you're done. You are not going to clear. People who make the biggest mistake in prelims is unnecessarily attempting more questions. That is a mistake. All right. Too many repeated questions. You are not clear whether you should take BTech or statistics. Please discuss it with your family. I have no idea about the statistics wala course. Already answered. I think let's call it a day, people. Too many repeated questions are coming in. You're studying in 11th, you want to enter into RBI grade B. Visit the RBI, Google and find out what is RBI grade B's demand and accordingly prepare.